Welcome to Destination Divergence. Last time, you guys had a very big fight near the Plain of Battle, Serania, the Eternal Battleground, as it is called, and you found a giant colossus, this massive construct that was standing over where you need to place your world anchor in order to stabilize this plane. And it did not take very kindly to approaching. It seemed to be set to guard this place and was pretty much unscathed from the eternal battle that rages all around it. All of its surroundings were completely destroyed and turned to rubble long ago, but this colossus stood undamaged, seemingly. But you guys put a stop to that. At its feet was a massive magic circle that buffed not only it, but also all of you while you were fighting, causing a battle of unseen scale. Like this is probably the largest battle that has ever happened in this universe, unless you go back many thousands of years to the battles of the giants and the dragons and things of that nature. And at the end of it, you all stood victorious. You managed to stabilize the plane, set the world anchor, and as you attempted to get the fuck out, unfortunately, Carrick was unable to complete his casting of gate. And the sword wraith that was mentioned previously, having recently decimated some of the angelic forces, appears to have chosen you as its next target, and came from many thousands of feet in the air, screaming down to intercept Carrick, who was placing the world anchor. Thankfully, Clemens blocked it with spending her last legend point and a bit of wall of force. But unfortunately, you're still trapped here on this plane for now, with a very angry sword wraith who is kicked up into the air and will be returning soon. What are you guys all doing?
Alright, what is the safest place I can teleport us to?
That is a good question. Where can you teleport to?
Anywhere on this plane, I think.
Yes.
Let's see. 8 willing creatures to a destination I select. Let me put it in chat.
Thank you. Okay. So, you don't have any permanent circles on this location.
No. And it does need to be on this plane.
It doesn't need to be on this plane. I don't think you've accumulated any associated objects. So it's going to be a level of familiarity depending on where you are teleporting.
Yes. Where was the place that... There haven't really been any, like, big landmarks that we've seen. It's all been kind of, like, flying over stuff, hasn't it?
There hasn't really been any big land.
Right.
As you came into this plane, you were high in the air above a layer of thick clouds. And then once you descended through that, you found an ocean of blood below. Very few islands of any kind remaining there. And this is the only major landmass you have found, is the one you stand on now.
What about the wreckage of that flying death whale that attacked us, like, immediately? I wonder if it would still be, just kind of sitting there.
That was an airship up in the sky, and it pretty much exploded after you
defeated
it.
Gotcha.
Unless you meant the Kraken.
No, I meant the whale.
Yeah, the flying whale, fire-breathing whale of death. Yeah, Carrick sort of tore through its insides, killed the pilot, and then the whole thing exploded afterwards.
And I just look at the horizon in the direction of... I'm trying to remember, like, the details of, like, exactly where we came.
Sure.
We were definitely flying.
So you guys came from the Ocean of Blood up to this very tall cliff of jagged rocks sticking out at different angles. And then at the top of the cliff was a short distance of a short area of like trench warfare outside of the city. The city is more or less on the coast, but it wasn't like a port city or anything like that. It was a cliff, so it wouldn't have been super useful to position it right at the cliff. So there was a couple miles of trench warfare outside. And I suppose I could describe what you would see beyond the city. It would be a few more miles of trench warfare, of course. and then just as far as you can see to the horizon, just destruction, just craters and pits and scorched earth and such. There doesn't seem to be much life left on this continent.
So we flew out from a little boat that we had. Am I remembering correctly?
Yes, you did have a little boat.
Right. Can I teleport us to that boat?
Hmm.
Which may be a bad idea. I assume that demon pirates immediately stole it. However, I think that's the closest we have to a safe place
I think that
in
makes
terms of it
sense.
being
Sorry?
a decent distance away from a sword wraith at the very least.
A few miles at least.
What do you all
Are
think?
we allowed to confer at all, or is this like a decision that Clemens is just making in the moment since we are in dire straits?
Well, I'm trying to remember the wall of force. Was that around all of us?
That's fine with me
Believe
if you want
so.
to put it around all of you. Yeah.
Okay, well, it lasts 10 minutes, so
Yeah. You can
unless
put it
something
down
can
now.
break through it, which only the was it the Queen of Madness was able to do that so far?
Yeah. So
Um,
far, you saw that happen.
So Clemens is
She was a pretty
confident that
big
nothing
threat.
else can break through it. Maybe stupidly, but that's
I,
what she assumes.
Still not going to waste any time, but
Yeah,
yeah,
we do
let's
have
take a moment
like
to.
8 or 9 minutes remaining.
yes. So you
And
have
what is it that we do? We need a short rest or a long rest to get another chance? Another chance to use the warp.
to cast gate. I believe it was a long rest.
Oh,
It might have been once per dawn. Actually, I can't remember the exact wording, but
So, do we know the? Is it like we
Long
have a
rest.
chance of it working? Are the mechanics of that known to us?
of
Yeah, I
casting.
can put it out.
Yeah, it is a DC 30 Arcana check by Carrick.
Gotcha.
Long rest.
So either a lucky D20 roll. I believe you've also stacked on it guidance and flash of genius, all sorts of things, but it still wasn't enough last time. Which is the first time it's
Yeah.
failed. To be fair, you guys have a lot of ways to boost skills.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it failed at a very inopportune time.
Right.
Yeah, I rolled like a 4 and a 5, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, even with foresight, it was unfortunate rolls.
yeah. Is there a
So
is there a
one,
way to like manually get out, or do we just have to wait?
Unless somebody else has another spell that can transmit you between planes. There are a few of those possible.
well, my magnificent mansion, I can at least. I won't be able to use it in the same day that I use teleport, but I could at least create that, and then we could all go through it, and then I can close the portal, and we can just have a day to chill in there.
I think that might be our best bet.
That could work.
We would need to wait till tomorrow, though. Actually, I could just open the portal right here.
That
We
is
could just
true.
not teleport away.
How long does it take to cast? As long as it's
It
less
takes
than...
1 minute.
Ah, perfect. You should have plenty of time then, yeah. Wall of Force isn't concentration, right? I don't believe so.
It is
is.
concentration. Never mind.
I can't remember the exact rules, but I think casting a spell longer than an action does take concentration.
Gotcha.
I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I could be.
I think you might be right. I feel like I read that something about that recently.
Yeah. I think that's the way it works.
I can
Things
look
that
up-
end concentration. Casting a spell that takes concentration. Failing concentration saving throw. Being incapacitated or killed. Environmental phenomena. And that's just, this is a RPG Stack Exchange reply.
Yeah.
A spell to be ready, a spell must have a casting time of 1 action, and holding on to it requires concentration. When you cast a spell with a casting time longer than a single action or reaction, you must spend your action each turn casting the spell, and you
Yeah.
must maintain concentration while doing so.
Longer casting times. You must spend your action each turn casting the spell, and you must maintain concentration while doing so.
Yep.
So, yes, it is concentration to cast a spell longer than an action, which means if you guys can come up with some other way to deter the sword wraith for a minute, then that's a possibility.
Can someone else put up a wall of force?
I can check
check my
Melis's
slots.
stuff real quick, see if I see anything.
I feel like I used all those slots.
Yeah, a lot of slots were used in combat.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, as a backup, do we have the like going to do the teleport first, go somewhere, and then do this portal?
We do not have that option, I believe, because
I've only got the one spell slot.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, those are both 7th level.
Well, you think you guys could hold everybody off for an entire minute?
No.
Miles
All right, we
could,
want to just teleport to the boat then.
I don't
Miles
know.
could
DM,
cycle.
do I have my boon of recovery?
Yes. You do have any new resources you've gained from getting your boon, but you have not rested otherwise. So
I might
do.
sorcerer gains an extra 9th level worth of sorcery points. Carrick, you get your use of the recovery, and so on and so forth.
Well, here's my thing. We've got like this is a war between two sides, and we've essentially like gotten in with one of the sides. Why don't we just teleport to the like angel stronghold? Like that they're clearly fighting the sword wraith. They would have to break through their entire defense to get
To be
to
fair,
us.
it seemed like it didn't have much of an issue doing that last time we saw it tussling with them.
We might have to fight no matter what.
They might not also be terribly happy that we just weakened their ability to fight their sworn enemies.
Wait, was the Colossus theirs? I thought it was the demons.
We just weakened the entire plane of war, so we just necessarily, as far as I understand it, weakened both sides in this grand super conflict, which involves weakening, the angels. They might not really care about the equity of what just happened as much as we just, interfered. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that, but I don't know that I necessarily want to stake the next however much of my life on it.
How fast can you guys run?
I got speed of 30 feet, flying and running.
Pretty sure we saw that sword wraith fly at the speed of a like fucking hurricane. I don't.
I embellished a little bit because it was right after how you want to do this, and we were doing weird scale stuff
Yep.
with movement and stuff.
Okay.
But
Time is
you
convoluted.
could probably estimate. It did fly extremely fast, but it wasn't like it was flying about as fast as someone you've seen in your party who might have been like hasted and flying at the same time or something like that. Like it appeared to be flying over 100 feet per round, but it wasn't like thousands of feet in a single round. I just kind of embellished for flavor there, but yeah.
Well, I guess we don't have much of a choice. Faye, I feel kind of a boost after you healed me there. I feel like I could maybe hang on a bit longer against this if we're fighting this one thing. If I look around, is anything else coming after us besides this one sword wraith?
Give me a perception check, please. Ooh, very good. Okay, so you look around a bit. You're conversing with your allies for a bit and looking at the terrain around you, which I think I described previously. Since you've placed the world anchor, some of the damage to the terrain around you has begun to reconstruct. Like some of the craters have started to flatten out. Some of the bits of rubble around you have seemed less and less charred over time. Things like that. It looks like the plane is almost healing from the damage done from battle.
Interesting.
In addition, You notice the sword wraith does appear very focused on you guys for now. It is above you currently, and it's sort of it had kind of wailed on the wall of force a few times after you knocked it away, and then came back down, and it's sort of now just sitting up there with its sword kind of planted down on the wall of force, waiting like in a kind of stoic stance.
It knows what's going on. I don't like that.
So it's just kind of waiting there, like seething and breathing really heavily. Now that you get a closer look at it as well, it appears to be almost entirely made of like flowing shadow and smoke. Almost like a ghost-like appearance, like a wraith. You know, it's a wraith. It's a sword wraith. Its eyes are glowing this deep purple, and its stature is pretty large. It looks like it might be an orc or a Goliath or something of that like large nature, and it holds a pretty long greatsword, also made of like shadow. Now that you can see it up a little closer. So it's a big beefy boy, and probably might be hard to take down, but it doesn't look like a god or anything. It just looks like a pretty beefy creature of violence. Like a pure distillation of violence. Up above the sword wraith and in the skies all around you, it does seem the battle has dulled somewhat. There are less explosions up above, less fighting all around. A significant fewer number of just the endless. It's still endless. There's still soldiers just pumping out of both bases and fighting each other and then dying and their corpses fading into the air and all sorts of craziness. But it's not like hundreds every second. Now it's like maybe a few that are just arcing out and fighting at each other. Like it's perhaps 90%, 99% of the fight has been diminished at this point.
Oh wow, okay. Sorry, did you see the one like big shadowy Goliath dude with a great sword? Was he coming at us?
He's currently standing over your like wall of force bubble. Sort of
Oh god.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys have been in here for a few minutes already, so he's had time
Yep.
to get down. And during your conversation, he was beating away at the wall of force, and after making no progress, he's now just kind of waiting for you.
So we got 2 customers, right?
What do you mean by that? Sorry.
Sorry, so we got the sword wraith and the big shadowy dude.
That the big shadowy dude is the sword wraith that was described.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. So it's just him. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So are
That's
we
the dude.
teleporting to my boat? Or are we going to try teleporting to the angels, or what are we doing here?
I feel like I can try and hold him off
For a whole minute?
for a whole minute.
That is 10. You know,
Well-
Faye knows what turns are in game.
Well, I think one of us will go down by then. But
If it took me like 6 seconds to turn around in place, that'd be like 10 turns.
I think I don't know, Faye. How are you feeling?
Not great. Not
Now-
great. Gonna be real with you. Not
now
at all.
keep in mind, he probably knows I'm the one who's trapped him. He may not. He may have a slightly higher priority to smack me in the face than anybody else. So that does complicate things just a little bit, perhaps.
Milos is going to cast Sanctuary on Clements.
Oh, well, that will certainly help.
So that DC is 19 for the creature to attack Clements.
Which I have to assume is probably like trying to hit a fly. Like it's just a harmless little fly that's just kind of sitting there and rubbing its hands greedily. That is to say, no
Yes.
issue whatsoever.
Exactly. This creature doesn't look particularly wise, to be fair. It looks like it is
All right.
a being of pure violence with you as its sole target right now.
If you can cast that ahead of time, would that work? And then on my signal, we begin our plan.
Good work. Sanctuary does last a minute. That would be perfect.
Does anybody else need to get in different positions before we do this?
I'm going to use a bonus action to heal half my health real quick.
Smart.
That's a good idea.
Any other Heelys, Buffies, etc. going out?
Fuck me, man.
If anyone wants to specify the start of like a special buff, like Carrick probably has Blade Song, you could start right before, like around before or whatever. That's fine too.
I'm gonna do a bonus action to heal if that's fine.
Yes, so that is true. You can also, for 10 minutes, you guys could spend bonus actions rolling hit dice as well. That is an option. Thank you for the reminder.
Oh.
Every round, you could spend a bonus action to consume one of your hit dice as a healing. That's an option for at least some sort of passive healing while you guys are in here.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd like to use as many hit dice as I can, and so I don't have to burn any spell slots.
We could also just like let the Wall of Force run for several more minutes,
Mhm.
and just use
You don't
use
have
bonus
to,
actions through that time.
You don't have
That's
to
what I'm thinking.
interrupt it. You could just let it run out and then start casting the other thing.
Sorry, my laptop died.
Oh no.
We're just discussing that there's no reason to interrupt the Wall of Force if we want to spend more time inside it to heal and stuff. So
Let me look at my spells real quick and see. Do a quick check on what's worth it here. What is gonna be most useful? Do any of us have healing potions?
I do not.
good question. Oh, we were
No.
also just saying, speaking of healing, that you might not have caught because of the laptop. On this plane, you can spend a bonus action to roll one of your hit dice to use that as healing. So you guys have 10 minutes, 100 potential rounds of that if you just want to spend as many hit dice as you want. To top yourself off or whatever. Milos is definitely going to do that. I'm going to roll a bunch of hit dice for Milos.
I mean, we're on the plane of peace, right? Might as well. I mean, we're gonna go to the plane of peace next, is what I mean. Might as well just spend all our hit dice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I have used 15 hit dice since I think before the last combat.
Yeah, is there a way to just roll them directly to recover HP without triggering a
Yes.
short rest?
Oh, well, you can just...
You can click on the number to the right of your HP
that is
bar.
correct. Thank you.
No,
Instead of
okay.
clicking on short
The hit
rest.
dice thing?
Yep. There's like it should be a 20 if you haven't spent any.
Yeah, it does. But I can just, if I just click
Perfect.
roll, it'll do it.
Yep, roll will just automatically apply healing and consume one.
Oh, okay.
Pretty handy. Milos is full healed, spending all 20 hit dice.
Nice.
So, Carrick, if you want to take back your boon of recovery and just spend more hit dice, that's an option too, because I didn't think of it before you consumed that.
Yeah.
Rolling.
My laptop is so slow right now.
Oh no.
Bam.
Alright, that looks like pretty much everyone is healed up then. That's good.
Oh, and with I'll need to add the full thing later. I'm not sure if there's a way to program it, but I'll just put in my extra 15 sorcery points, and also I believe that means I get that added to my current total, right? So I'd add 15
Yes.
to max and 15 to my current.
Yeah, as long as you can just edit those fields and it should be good enough.
Yeah, I just added the
Perfect. I believe you used your favored by the gods. Now that it just happened.
Oh,
to
I did,
mention it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Thank you.
No worries.
Cool. Okay.
Real
that works.
question is, should I spend a lot of my sorcery points right now to give foresight to me and Clemens as well? Or me and
Thank you.
me and Milos as well.
Oh.
You already have it.
It's up to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. Anyway. Thank you in addition.
Oh yeah, I should start reading Milos's sheet to figure out what the fuck is going on. Yeah.
Is everyone good on healing?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
good.
full.
Right. Are we ready to let this bubble go away and begin our teleportation to Clemens's extra dimensional pirate ship?
Quick question. Faye, what is your max HP?
Currently with the bonuses to max, 138.
Carrick is gonna cast Warding Bond on you. I need a pair of platinum rings. I'm sure I could have gotten that. That's fine.
I know at least Milos has them if you don't.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, okay. Is that the thing where like, is that like the damage sharing one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl. Okay.
You get an AC bonus too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You are a saint.
Milos is going to cast Sanctuary just before things begin, but also, actually, how long is this last? Yeah, perfect, a minute. Aura of Vitality just before things begin to have that rolling, which means every turn Milos can heal one creature for 2d6 hit points, just to help keep people up a little bit more. Cool. I think that's all Milos can do ahead of time.
I guess I'll Blade Song as a bonus action.
All right. There is no farther additions before we begin.
No additional additions.
Then I will get the music rolling.
Actually, do you think this thing can see through invisibility? Ah, fuck it. I'll
Probably.
just make myself invisible.
Throw you all into combat.
Right. Do we need to roll initiative again?
Yes.
Yes.
So right before we drop it, Carrick is gonna go right to the edge of the bubble and then kind of give him like the come here hands and then go invisible.
I love the music choice.
Thank
It's
you.
perfect for this.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
I guess the question is, who is the Doomslayer in this scenario? Because I really hope it's not him.
It's him.
Oh no.
There we go. Roll for initiative. Cool. Not a very good initiative roll. That's fine. Oh, I gotta roll for Milos as well. Cool. Milos rolled a natural 1. But we begin with Clemens.
Bringing up the rear, me and Milos.
Blam. Begin the process.
Begin
Round
the
1.
process. All right. Carrick, you're up next. The creature is hovering just over you guys. Probably 10 feet off the ground.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna cast invisibility because that literally does nothing for me. I'm foresighted. But I'm going to go right up to him and just start taking some attacks.
All right.
I assume with 25 hits.
25 does hit. I'm rearranging character sheets on my screen. There we go. Okay, yes, 33. Very good. As you swing through it, you feel like it's a bit incorporeal, and even though your blade is magical, you still feel some of the force is lost as you swing through.
Go again.
All right.
Let's go.
My man.
I will say, unfortunately for you on this one, as you have stabilized the plane, the tripled crit feature has gone away.
I was wondering that.
That was one of the things that went away, as the power of the plane has been diminished. Still
That's still over 50 damage.
Yeah, still very good. Boom.
Bonus action attack.
All right. Yeah, absolutely hit. Boom.
Oh, do I still have the holy weapon?
I believe Holy Weapon is dropped.
Holy Weapon got dropped, but I'm gonna give it to you again.
Oh, you were all okay then. Then I would keep that 48, I believe. I think that 48 was from Holy Weapon.
Oh, I see. Oh, was Holy Weapon casting you before combat?
It was before the previous combat, and then I think Faye just said she would have done it again.
Oh, you would have cast it before things went up again, Faye?
Yeah, I guess I was thinking that was gonna be my first turn, but makes way more sense to do it.
Yeah.
To do it, precast it.
Since
Yeah,
everybody
if that's
had an
okay with
action
you.
beforehand. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. So that's an extra 48 from another attack on that. All right. Boom.
That's my turn.
All right. It is going to fly down to Clemens and roll a wisdom save, which it fails.
Wait.
It is then.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Subtract 9 from that 48. I should have rolled 2d8. It was 48 because it crit.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. Oopsies. I am dumb, and I just deleted all of its health tracking. That's great.
We did it!
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we did it! Woo! Let me go back through and apply that damage. You did 1 attack, 33, 52, 18, and then not 23, actually 14.
Yeah. Much better to make that mistake right at the beginning of combat
That
than...
is true. That is true. Okay, cool. It fails its wisdom save. It cannot attack Clemens, so it is going to swing out at Faye instead.
Searching for the little guys. I respect it.
27 to hit, Faye.
I think regardless of whatever Carrick's given me, that's gonna hit.
It's going to hit you for 15 slashing damage. Pretty basic, great sword hit. And then it is going to pulse magic energy through the blade as it hits you, and I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, historically, my jam.
She has resistance to all damage currently.
Thank you. Alright, so Faye, on this wisdom saving throw, you are going to take... Oh, did I break something here? It did not roll damage. Oh, I see what I did. Hold on. Perfect. Okay. Let me try that again. Aha! Okay. Faye, you take 23 necrotic damage in addition to that 15 slashing damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by 23. You're going to take an additional 8 psychic damage.
So let's. Oh my god! All right, so because I want to make sure one that the thing that Carrick and I are doing gets taken into account, and also we'll see how that affects my concentration roll.
Yes. So these are 2 separate instances of damage. The attack first is 15, so both of you are going to take 7 damage.
Okay.
The pulse of magic is 23 necrotic, so you're both going to take 11. The psychic is 8, you're both going to take 4 psychic. But the 4 psychic is added, so it's 15 total damage from the second part of the attack, which means the DC for both instances of damage on the concentration check is 10.
Okay. Now, when does my, and then I take 4 from the psychic, so when does that reduction to my HP come in? And
It comes in after the second attack's damage is done.
okay,
This is the last thing to apply.
okay, great. So my health is all down, and it's minus how much?
23.
So it goes from 11 to negative 12.
Correct.
And that would, so of course that would then reduce, since my HP is currently above that, it would reduce it to whatever the new max is, right?
That is correct.
Alright, so that would be 114. Or 115. Okay. Sorry, yeah, a lot of math to do there. I feel like the con rolls, I don't even think I can possibly fail these.
What is your con save bonus? You have a plus 9.
My save is plus 9, it's at advantage.
No worries
Yeah.
then. Yeah, I mean, if you rolled a natural one, you would pass, so it's fine. He's gonna swing again at Carrick, though, this time. And this is disadvantage because Foresight, 29 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. Then he's going to... That same pulse of magic kind of forming an after image of the blade as it swings through. So that is... Oh, I clicked the wrong damage button. There we go. Much higher damage roll this time. 18 slashing on the great sword. And then a wisdom save for you, please.
I'm so good at these. So good.
Alright, Carrick, you're going to take 28 necrotic. And he is going to have you, instead of taking psychic damage, he's going to cause you to make a melee attack against Faye.
Oh,
God.
Consuming your reaction in the process.
I'm sorry, Faye.
So you take that 28 necrotic, which reduces your max HP, of course.
that's gonna, you know it's gonna hit.
Oh, God.
Damn!
I take half of that.
And you take half.
So we both take half, which is, what, 20?
You go to hit Faye, and then both of you reel back away from each other in like a mirrored pattern.
Is
yeah.
it 20 or 19?
You both take 19.
Sorry.
Oh, good. Not your fault.
Is going to end its turn.
All right. So is that a 19 con saving throw I have to make?
You took
Or
19,
no.
so no, you automatically pass it. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, man, fuck you, Mr. Sword Wraith. I will. Actually, fuck it. May as well try. I'm gonna cast a hypnotic pattern. Right on top of it.
All right.
See what he does against this. It's a DC 23 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It is going to choose to succeed.
I thought it might. Worth a try.
Anything else, Faye?
No, I adjust my shoulder because it hurt when Carrick hit me.
That's fair, that's fair. Alright then, at the end of your turn, it is going to swing out at Milos, who is not foresighted. It lands a crit. Oh my. Alright. That is 59 critical slashing damage to Milos. Boom. It is then going to do the same swooshy magic thing. Milos needs to make a wisdom saving throw, which he does indeed pass. No extra damage from that feature. Then it is Milos' turn. Milos is going to use a bonus action to roll 2d6 and heal Carrick up by 8 points of healing. And then Milos is going to attack the Sword Wraith twice with the assembly apparatus. 32 to hit. 14 damage. 31 to hit. 9 damage. Apply. It is going to, at the end of Milos' turn, attempt to swing at Clements again. But
Do it,
it
you
needs to make
coward.
a wisdom save. It fails, so it's going to redirect that attack back to Faye. That is a 30 to hit, Faye. For 21 slashing, which will be 10
Alright,
for both
so
of you.
10.
It's going
Carrick,
to...
that was a
Wisdom
real
saving
cool
throw.
thing you did. Oh, well, yep, that's... is it possible for me to pass this?
What's your bonus?
0.
No.
Yeah, neat. Unless someone can flash me. Because that is actually a high roll.
Milos will. Actually, Milos does have his reaction. 19, that does pass. No damage. Carrick's reaction was consumed, but Milos still has one, so that's good. I will subtract 1 use of Flash of Genius. And then it is Clements' turn, who is still concentrating, I assume?
Yes.
Alright, at the end of Clements' turn, it is going to swing at Carrick.
All right.
21 to hit.
That will miss.
It misses entirely. Carrick, you're up.
Can I do a brief bit of description for spellcasting?
You may.
So, Clemence's shadows are all, like, overlaying their arms with hers so that they can help her try to open the rift. And she is slowly... She's got both fists, like, jammed into space. And she's, with every passing turn, she's slowly straying enough to extend one more finger. When she's got all 10 extended so her hands are open, she'll be able to just rip the portal into being.
Nice.
not
I
yet,
like
though.
That. I like that.
That's sweet. Garrick is going to duck under the attack that just missed him and then slash upwards against him.
Alright.
22.
That just hits.
$34 damage.
Blam.
Coming up with another attack, 33 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
28 damage.
Blam.
And then I'll use my bonus action to heal. Using the recovery now.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. As he watches me almost go back to basically full health.
Yep, he does
he
not
doesn't.
like that. So he's going to attempt to attack Carrick.
Oh wait, what was the maximum HP that got reduced for me?
Oh, good
That's
point.
relevant.
It rolled 28 against you. Necrotic damage.
So minus 28 then?
Minus 28, but also offset it by phase, whatever it would be. Because you had a plus max from Fancy Feast, so it should be minus 17.
Okay, cool.
And then 28 to hit you on a great sword attack.
That will miss. Or that will hit, sorry.
Okay. 19 flashing damage. And it is gonna do swooshy magic. So a wisdom saving throw, please. Milos has not gotten his reaction back, unfortunately.
I believe I do have mine, so I will flash that.
Okay, that is a pass then. You avoid the effect. It is going to swing at you again, though. It is unhappy with how healthy you are. That is a crit.
All right.
51 flashing, and it's going to do swooshy magic. So that's another wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Let's go. Watch that not be in it.
Unfortunately, that is not the DC. Does Flash for Genius last for a single roll or for the turn?
I believe it's only for a single roll.
Okay, so unfortunately that damage will go through them. I apologize for this one. So, this might just one-shot Carrick here with your remaining health.
Whoa.
It's possible. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know your current health. But the Greatsword roll was 51 on damage for the crit. The Necrotic was 50. So your max HP gets reduced by 50. And the Psychic damage, which is going to choose to do as one of the effects, instead of forcing you to hit another creature, 35 Psychic. So a total of 136 damage.
Yeah, I'm really glad I used my bonus action last round. I'm still up.
You're still
Man,
up.
what
Okay.
the
Carrick is
fuck?
beefy. All right. That's the end of its turn. So Faye is up.
Man, fuck that. A whole lot. Is anyone down? Or is
I'm
anyone?
quite comfortable at the moment.
What's Milos's HP at?
117 out of 169.
Oh Christ.
Pretty high. Milos is pretty healthy.
Oh, I mean, God. After that, I mean, fuck it. I mean, because of the maximum, Carrick. Currently, what is your remaining healable HP?
Let me run a calculation.
160, 140?
Something like that.
Well, then, and then your healable HP would be like 90 something.
Okay. All I'm gonna do is cast heal on Carrick.
All right.
Yeah.
And then
70, right?
yep, 70.
Fucking beautiful.
Yeah, that felt incredibly necessary. That might be it. I really just feel like I need to do damage control here.
All right.
Yeah.
So, at the end of Faye's turn, it is going to swing at Faye. It does not like you casting healing magic. 27 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
18 slashing. 9 to each of you.
Okay.
Milos' turn. Milos is gonna heal Carrick for 2d6, which is
Thank
11
you.
healing. And then attack
That's
twice.
huge.
Yes, 27 to hit. 27 to hit. 21 damage. 12 damage. Bonk. Bonk. Alright. Clements, how's your spellcasting going?
3 turns have passed.
Alright, as the shadows are trying to tear open the portal.
Yes. Fast turn.
The end of Clemens' turn, it is going to swing again at Faye. Crit. 52 slashing damage, so 26 to each of you.
Oh,
That is Carrick's turn.
He coughs up some black ichor, gets some healing, grins, grits his teeth, and just goes for 3 more attacks.
Alright.
You're not taking us down here. 32 to hit.
Hit. Hit. Oh, damage. Every time. Every time.
I know, right?
Once per session it happens. Minimum.
34 to hit.
Also a hit.
32 damage.
Alright.
20 to hit.
Miss, unfortunately.
If that, I'm going to use my, where the fuck is it?
Where the heck is it? Oh, it's in inventory. That's why.
All right,
Kind of-
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, these braces of Sherrod Pride.
Yeah.
So I get a bonus up equal to the number of allies within 60 feet of me. I assume that's +3.
It is indeed, and that becomes a hit.
Very nice. And then I'll add 2d8 to that.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. It is
That
now
is my
looking
turn.
pretty hurt. You've slashed through it enough that parts of its form have begun to leave like cracks in it that you can see all the way through, and those are no longer like forming back together like you would expect smoke to. It's like you're leaving lingering scars on this being made of smoke. At the end of your turn, Carrick, it is going to swing out at you. 24 to hit.
I have my reaction back, right?
You do.
I'm going to shield.
Okay, no damage. It is now its turn. It is going to attempt to swing at Clemens, seeing that you're doing something with your spells, but it needs to make a wisdom save, which it just barely passes.
Fuck.
Oi, what do you think you're doing?
It rolls a crit.
Of
Oh my
course it
God.
No!
Fuck off.
46 damage to Clemens. Slashing. What are the odds on that, right? Like,
That's a cutscene, is what that is. Something's about to go down.
it looks at you over there casting, and it does like literally walks up behind you and just does a Dark Souls backstab on Clemens. Just, gah!
I'm assuming that ends the cast, right?
There's a concentration check. DC
I
for this
mean-
would be 23.
If I crit, I make it. This is at advantage from foresight, is that correct?
Yes.
It is.
All right, you maintain the spell.
Let's go.
Wow.
Clemens
Are
gets
you shitting me,
backstabbed.
Clemens?
The sword sticking out of Clemens' chest, and she just keeps casting the spell, even as the sword is drawn back out. Just the shadows tearing open the portal.
Got that poise. I
The
rolled a 19 and a
hoggliest.
2.
That is the most hog busting thing I've ever heard. You're incredible.
Low key, this fight is almost more hyped than the last one.
It's pretty crazy.
Thank goodness I have fighter levels.
Yes. Attack against Milos. 25 to hit. Does hit. It's going to deal 21 slashing to poor Milos. Damn, Milos is still looking fairly healthy, above half. Faye, you're up.
Simple and clean. I'm gonna do a big twin heal on me and Carrick.
All right. Very good, very good. So that's 70 hit points for each of you, and then
70 each.
end of its turn, or at the end of your turn, it is going to see you cast a healing spell and get upsetty spaghetti about that, and it rolls a crit.
Cool.
53 slashing to Faye.
All right.
So 26 each of you.
Okay. Oh, do I actually have to roll for that?
It would be 26, so it would be 11, or not 11. It would be 13. 13 is the DC. I think you got this. You have like an
Sorry,
Yeah,
what-
okay.
85% success chance or something.
Yeah, I'm good.
What did we take for damage? I'm sorry.
26 slashing.
And that's halved, I assume.
You already have, yeah, 26. It was a 53 crit.
Yeah.
Okay. Milos is up. Milos is going to roll 2d6 for Faye this time. That is max. That is 12 points of healing to Faye. And
Aw,
then swing twice at the Wraith. 15, 30, one hit. Ooh, 14 damage. Not the greatest, but it's something. It's adding up. At the end of Milos' turn, it's going to attack Milos. 21 to hit, meets. Normal damage. 21 damage to Milos. Milos is still up, about half HP now. Clemens.
4 turns have passed. Past turn.
Okay. At the end of Clemens' turn, it is going to swing out at Eric.
All right.
That is a 29.
That hit.
21 slashing. And it is your turn.
Just pain and healing, pain and healing.
This is a blender. Yeah, holy
Yeah.
shit.
We're fighting a blender.
And so is he, as I take 3 more strikes.
Call an ambulance, but not right.
31 to hit,
Absolutely.
30 damage,
Boom.
29 to hit,
Hits.
36 damage,
Boom. It's looking pretty spicy at this point.
34 to hit.
Hits. Alrighty.
So 27 damage in the last one.
Alright, yes. With that last bit of damage, that does take it beneath 1/4 HP. It is very spicy. The cracks are like extreme now. There are bits of its body that aren't even there anymore. As like, it almost looks like an animated character where part of its arm is gone, but the arm still swings like an arm would. There's just nothing there connecting it. Or like its neck is almost torn off, but it's still connected a little bit in one spot. One of its legs is entirely missing, but it's still fighting you guys at pretty much full strength. Speaking of, great sword attack against Faye. 21 to hit.
Fucker. This piece. Oh, 21 to hit.
21 to hit.
Oh my god, my AC has gotten so low that even shield can't fix that.
Oh, no, you do have a
I forgot.
+1 to your AC from my spell.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Shield!
Let's go!
I guess you.
That brings you to
Motherfucker. That puts me at 22.
Alright, so between your magic and Carrick's forming an intricate web of like an arcane shield in front of you, the blade cannot pass through, but he's going to try again. Your AC is still 22 for the remainder of this turn.
Yep.
He rolls a crit.
Neat.
52, 26 to each of you. Flashing.
How do I
What
do
is this
math?
turn?
Okay, 81. Alright. Yeah, I'm good.
Yep. Alrighty. Your turn, Faye.
Oh boy. Alright.
This is this thing rolled, dude.
Eric, how much healable HP do you have?
Like 73.
Oh man.
60.
I'm a be frisky and
Milos is down a
risky.
bit, as well.
Hey, Milos, are
Milos is like
you?
95 something? 90, high 90s low.
Well, I have 12 sorcery points remaining. So, for those of you who are not familiar with my character build, that's nothing. That is nothing. Can anyone else in this party cast Revivify?
Nope.
Important question. Cool.
No. Milos cannot.
Hold on. No, I don't have it prepared for some reason.
And just a personal interest question
Oh,
then.
hold on. Milos does have it prepared, just not favored.
Oh.
I do have a spare revive diamond if we need it.
Perfect.
All right. Well, in that
wait.
case,
Secondary point. Milos has it prepared, but does not have the spell slots for it.
oh my god.
Roller coaster. I'm
And
sorry.
by revive diamond, Clemens, do you mean literally just like the currency needed to do it?
Literally, no, I have the diamond itself.
But just the spell component. Yeah.
Yep. Insurance.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at him because I'm not spending any sorcery points. I need to be able to revive one of you if you go down.
All right.
You're gonna have to just risk it for the biscuit, get his ass. Also, just important question: since Holy Weapon is cast on an object and not a person, if he goes unconscious, his weapon's still holy, right?
Should be.
The weapon
yes.
doesn't go unconscious. Yeah.
Yep, should be.
All right. So, yeah, I'm just gonna firebolt the motherfucker.
All right.
And oh, yeah, okay, yep.
Roll that attack roll.
I'm rolling. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh wow, my lots of stuff happening on my sheet. Sorry about that.
Oh, good. That
okay.
hits.
All right.
That is exactly what you needed. All right, 25. Blam. And hold on, do you have a feat that reduces the resistance on fire stuff? I forget.
Yeah, it negates it. Yep.
Okay, so this will do full damage, not the half damage. There we go. All right, perfect.
That's right.
Very good. Okay, anything else, Faye?
No. I'm saving my meager points.
It does not like how much that hurt compared to some of the other attacks that have hit it recently, so it's going to attack Faye. It rolls a crit.
I'm making him mad with everything, and you piece of, you big.
53, so 26
So glad I
each.
got these rolling wrong. How much?
26
How much?
each of you.
You roll another crit?
That keeps happening. Yeah. It keeps critting me. What's its crit range, if you don't mind me asking? Because this has been a lot.
It's a lot.
Okay, that's a lot. All right.
Okay.
It definitely has an expanded crit range, yeah.
Oh my God, what's 81 minus 26? I'm having a
It
moment.
has like a 25% crit rate.
65?
20%, something like that.
Yeah, 65. No.
55.
35.
Hachi-machi. Alright. Just try it again in case I totally beef it. No, we're good.
Alright. Milos is going to roll 2d6 to heal Faye for 9 points of healing.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to check Milos' spellbook to see if we got anything fancy or throwing here to really end it.
Did you like fucking Mega Mean out on the big attack you did before and doesn't have anything remaining now?
Milos is going to Branding Smite, which is a much smaller smite than the other smites Milos has cast, but it's at least something. So that's an extra 2d6 radiant on the next hit. I'll just go ahead and consume that spell slot. Then Milos will attack twice. Attack. 24 plus 2d6. 28 total damage. Milos will attack again. Oops. There we go. That's the right button. 27 to hit. Does hit. 14 additional points. This thing is on its last legs, but it is going to attack at Milos now. 27 to hit. Does damage. Milos takes 25 slashing. Full damage. There we go. Did that apply? No, it did not apply. Apply damage. There we go. And then it is Clemence's turn.
5 turns have passed.
The portal is starting to open now. It's almost wide enough for like a small creature to pass through. The end of Clemence's turn, it is going to attack once more at Faye. 30 to hit. Not a crit.
Yeah, it's gonna do it.
Thank God it's not a crit.
24 slashing, 12 to each of you. Garrick, you're up.
Easy.
Carrick, beaten, bloodied, battered, will just say to him, should have been attacking me. And take 3 strikes.
Hit.
32 to hit. 34 damage.
Ooh, pretty good.
33 to hit.
That's a hit.
31 damage.
Ooh, pretty good.
23 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
That does hit. Just barely. It was one above.
Ooh, good rolls on the 2d8.
All right. It has 1 hit point remaining as you hit it with this last strike. It a Constitution saving throw,
Oh shit.
which it passes and remains at 1 hit point.
Nice.
It is now its turn. It is going to swing at Eric. 30 to hit.
Oh, hey.
25 slashing. Going to attempt to swing at Clemens. Does not pass. It is going to instead swing at Milos. Rolls a crit.
Oh my lord.
Does 48 points of damage to Milos. Milos has 2 hit points remaining. Faye, you're up.
For reference, I have 4 hit points remaining.
You can tell this thing is barely clinging on now. It is alive by sheer force of will, and every hit is teetering it over the edge.
I cast Fireball.
All right.
Let's go!
It needs to make a dex save.
Uh-huh.
It rolls
20.
a 25.
Yeah, well,
It's
that'll
half
pass.
damage.
It's okay. I'm presuming that it has like 1 HP because it just did that thing. I might be wrong, and this might be a terrible
Yes,
idea.
it has 1 HP, but it has a feature that if it would be reduced to 0 HP, it's a barbarian feature. It's based off the barbarian class. If it would go to 0, it can pass increasingly difficult Constitution saving throws to stay at 1 HP instead.
Well, let's
Isn't
keep
that the
it
zombie
doing
thing?
that. So
The
14.
Also a zombie thing, yes.
14 unresisted.
14 unresisted, indeed. So it needs to make another Constitution saving throw. It is similar to the zombie thing, but the zombie thing is based off the damage it takes. It's also negated by crits, radiant damage, a bunch of stuff, which this is not, because barbarians aren't for that. It crits its Constitution saving throw, meaning it's totally fine for now.
Well, can't make this shit up.
Imagine if
Fucking
it just
kill him, Milos.
doesn't die. Wouldn't that be really
It's
cool?
going to attempt to attack Clemens. It cannot, so it is going to attack Faye with its great sword.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Gonna hit.
18 slash.
Do you have a shield or not? That's fine.
The shield wouldn't hit that.
So
My
9
AC
to
is
each of you.
16.
Alright, Carrot goes down.
Alright. Milo.
Hold on.
Yes? I'm holding on.
Bonus action. Bonus action.
Okay, sure. So, technically, order of operations here, this attack wouldn't have gone off until after your bonus action, but if it's still something that's relevant before character goes down,
Oh
it's totally
shit. What I wanted to, this would have still made sense just because I'm like seeing it on its last legs. I would like to release Holy Weapon.
fine. Okay.
When I release it, it must make a Constitution. Each creature of my choice. Okay. It must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 48 radiant damage and is blinded. On a successful, it takes half as much.
So
Okay.
good.
Which save type is that again? Sorry?
Constitution.
Constitution. It rolls a 30.
Yep. Still takes
Half of 48.
48 times 2.
Alright.
Or divide by 2.
Alright. It passes its next Constitution saving throw to
Motherfuck!
stay alive.
Motherfuck!
Barely.
Jesus!
It is still at 1 HP. You blow part of its head away, trying to blind it with this radiant light, and the one eye remaining there and part of its jaw dangling below just roars back, and it swings the sword again. This is what
Somebody
takes
just
care
like
of down.
cast magic missile.
Milos is up. Milos has 2 HP. Milos is going to... Let me just double check and see if Milos has any way to bonus action attack. So that seems like that would help here. Just increase the number of hits to it. I don't think so. So Milos is just going to hit it twice. 23 hits. It needs to roll a con save. It hits a natural 20 on the con save. Milos hits it again. Milos just barely hits it with a 22. It needs to roll a con save. The con save is extremely high right now.
Come on, baby.
It finally fails the con save.
Yes!
Milos with the AFK kill.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
It reaches 0 hit points. Wait, it should not have the dead condition. Take that off.
Should have the second health bar condition.
It has Rage Beyond Death. Having 0 hit points doesn't knock you unconscious. You must still make death saving throws.
I love this thing so much.
It no longer has a head. It no longer has a chest. Everything that normally would preserve a creature's vitality is gone. There is just this visage of rage and sheer will where its head would be, and its arms are clutching its greatsword, and that is all that remains.
Biblically accurate sword wraith.
Clemens, you're up.
6 turns have passed.
6 turns have passed. It is going to swing at Faye.
Cool. What's one more?
25 to hit. 19
Yeah,
slashing
that's gonna do it.
for
No
9
longer
points
half.
each of you. Oh, no longer half, so
No longer
19
half.
total to Faye. That's correct.
Oh yeah, now I'm going down fast. Okay, math. 24. Yikes! Yikes! Bad.
All right. Eric. Oh, hold on. I totally forgot. On Milos' turn, Milos could bonus action. I forgot what I was thinking. What can I have Milos do as a bonus action this turn? 2d6 to Carrick is what Milos does.
Hell yes.
10 healing
Let's
to
go.
Carrick. There you go. Carrick, you are up. It is your turn. You are prone, but that can be fixed.
How much HP you said?
10 healing.
Half my movement to get up
Yep.
and just start swinging. $23,
23 hits.
27 damage.
It loses 1 death save. Fail. Hit.
39.
Second
Damage.
death save. Failed.
21 to hit.
Miss. It is so dearly clinging on at this point, and the turn tracker skipped over it because it thinks it's dead, but it is not dead. Technically, it's dead, but it is dead. It's just so swinging, because it cannot be knocked unconscious despite having been killed until the death saves are gone. So it's going to attempt to swing at Clemens, which it just barely gets with a total of 19. Clemens is 4-sided, so this is, yes, there we go. 25 to hit. Saved a crit, fortunately.
That will, I believe, one moment. I think Arcane Deflection. Yep, that'll still hit.
Okay. 25, you take 21 slashing. Constitution save is an auto success for you, I believe. Pretty much. Oh wait, no, it was 21 slashing? Yeah, that's an auto success.
Awesome.
You're good there. It's going to attempt to attack you again since it got you once. Actually, no, it's going to send this one to Faye. There you go. 30 to hit Faye.
Yep.
21 slashing.
Oh my god, I have 3 HP. Love to see it.
And
Go.
it's your turn.
Let's fucking go.
Alright. Oh, jeez.
It has failed 2 death saving throws from taking damage.
One.
Yeah,
All
well.
that really remains is a floating greatsword and a pair of eyes.
I would like to make it less than that. Fuck, man. Oh, boy. I'm... Fine. Let's just do it. It's another fireball.
Do it,
Kill
then. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Dexterity saving throw doesn't even matter, but I'm just gonna see. It rolls an 18 and fails.
Yeah,
taking full
good.
damage.
Good. Fuck you. And let's
It's
get it.
okay. As you take away its final death saving throw, please describe how it dies.
I at this point, just for a little spice, a little flavor, I've just like got such control over fire that I'm just creating a just tightly like concentrated like ball that goes for a second, and that greatsword just instantly melts in the fire and just like falls over the remaining eye or whatever, like that dude in the first season of Game of Thrones just covers it and it falls hard.
As the sword melts away, the sword wraith has no longer any purpose in its life. It is merely a wraith, and as its rage fades and it has nothing left to do, it disappears out of existence, and you have completed combat. Woo!
Holy shit, that was harder than I thought.
Oh, the secret final boss phase.
Excellent.
We got it. Well done, fellas. Well done.
You guys managed it even with low resources.
Yeah, that was fucking nutty.
You almost done, Clemens?
Without our main DPS.
Oh man, Milos could have used 3 more arcane jolts. I forgot about that. I'm just noticing now. Oops, that's what I get for not reading the sheet more carefully. Oh well. You guys
In
saw
about 24 seconds, I'll be ready.
that. Perfect.
Give or take.
The battle does still continue all around you, but nothing seems to be approaching the main city at this point, and things are significantly more calm. So, in less than a minute, you finish the portal.
All right, everybody in. I'll close the door behind us. It'll still be there, but it'll be invisible. If anything tries really, really hard to get in, it probably will still be able to, if it's strong enough. But, you know, the portal will be closed.
I need to lay down.
Yeah.
Stumbles in.
Yep.
Tell the minions to prepare the rum.
You just hear him go, run!
Discord cut you off there, but I think that just happened.
Oh, no, that was
I
me
imagine that
walking through the
happened
portal.
in
Oh.
in
That
the
was me
I
portal.
walking
see.
through the portal.
Nice.
Perfect. Excellent. I was gonna say that added to the comedy of it anyways, but it was intentional, so that's even better. So yeah, you guys may complete a long rest. You are totally safe inside this place.
Thank you.
Oh,
Let us
secret
long
bosses.
rest.
Oh,
Boom.
From the top rope.
Milos has recovered a lot of hit dice.
Just casually recover 55 HP from being hit. Like,
Oh,
Briefly.
Machi.
You got Dark Souls
Um,
backstabbed. Like you're casting a long spell. I'm just gonna walk around behind you.
Oh,
very good.
y'all, Jesus.
You have stabilized 3 of the planes, especially one of the most dangerous ones, the plane of battle, and you're halfway through your task. What are you guys doing?
well, shall we try to go to the next plane now?
yeah, let me try again. All right.
Yeah.
I assume I'm getting the whole 9: foresight, guidance.
This will drop it.
Yes.
About it, right?
Yeah, and now, by the way, new day. We're starting a new trend as a group. Foresight.
Oh, whoa, oh, baby.
Everybody.
Let's see. New trend, foresight on everybody. Excellent.
Yep, 2 twin foresights. That is a robust
That's
and
fucking sick.
spicy
Milos
20.
is going to. Milos is going to prepare skill empowerment today
Okay.
and grant Carrick expertise in Arcana.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for let's see, how long does it last? For 1 hour, you have expertise in Arcana,
That's pretty fucking
so
sick.
that'll help.
That'll help a lot. I think it's like guaranteed almost at that point.
That's pretty sick.
No,
Okay,
it's
good.
not guaranteed, but it's close.
Perfect. Okay, so
With
you
flash, it's
got-
guaranteed actually.
Hey, nice. Okay, so you got plus 12. You've got then so 17 with flash. Yeah, damn, that could be pretty huge. So you got a lot of bonuses now.
All right. After Miles's little gift here, I think I can do this. Pretty confident. Oh yeah. And that's not even including expertise in flash. So
It's all coming together.
Perfect.
all
So
right.
you summon the arcane gate. Can that be done within Magnificent Mansion, or do you guys have to step back out for a second? I can't remember. Not that it matters too much, but
That
That's
is
a
a
good
good question.
I don't remember if there's a thing in Magnificent Mansion that says you can't do teleporting stuff.
Says it's an extra dimensional dwelling. Da 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 da. I designate creatures. Create any floor plan you like. Food, banquet, furnish, decorated. Minions. Clean, mend, pour wine. Minions cannot leave. They are my slaves. Furnishings
It does
and
say
other
that. It
objects
does actually
created by
say
the
that, yeah.
spell dissipate into smoke if they're removed from the mansion. When the spell ends, any creatures inside are popped out into the open spaces nearest. I don't see anything about people not being allowed to do stuff inside it.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of something else then. So yes, you're able to do it from the safety of the Magnificent Mansion then, which is a pirate ship, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Slip in that
We
line.
prepared a little like spooky seance room for exactly this kind of thing.
Oh, love it.
Excellent. Carrick asks, "Do we have a room for summoning gate?" And Clement says, "Yes." As you hear a grinding sound in the background.
The minions are
Really
hauling
got it.
walls into place.
Yes.
I love just slipping that line in there. They are my slaves and cannot leave.
Yes.
That is true.
To be fair, they've
He's
never asked me
not
for
wrong.
anything. I don't know if they're capable of it, but they haven't tried.
They seem happy.
I wonder how those elementals on my ship are doing.
All right, so you open this gate finally. And it's been a rough few days in the plane of battle, and you've kind of always been on edge while you were there. Like, you weren't allowed to relax. Your body, like, even when you tried to sleep, it was all like nightmares and stuff, right? You weren't ever allowed to get a second of your body just feeling like it could untense itself in that place. And you didn't even realize that you were under this effect until you got into the Magnificent Mansion, and that dropped. And so you guys spent, I mean, your long rest was significant. It was 8 hours, and then you still had like 10 hours left in the day or something. So you guys spent a real long day just relaxing before you could actually sleep and start things over. So you've already taken some time to relax, but still there's that lingering feeling of like, damn, yesterday and the day before and the day before, those were all really fucking rough days. I'm sore everywhere. I'm just tired mentally. There's a lot of fighting. And then this portal opens in front of you, and that all fucking washes away. And you just feel like it's almost like you were in even though you're standing up, you're staring at this portal, you were just talking with your allies a second ago. It's almost like you're in a meditative state as you open this portal to the plane of peace. This divine peace just washes over you and washes everything else away. And yeah, you guys all feel suddenly extremely relaxed. The portal itself is a light shade of blue, like the sky on a summer day, and you can actually see passing by in the distance through this portal just a few lazy clouds. What are you all doing?
I'm so glad to have a bit of time to rest.
Incredible. I guess we gotta keep moving, but oh, this is real nice. What are you guys feeling?
I feel like I'm walking or taking a nap.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
me
good.
too.
God, I could stay here forever. But we can't. We could. But we can't.
No, we must continue on, yes.
I mean, continuing on takes you deeper into that piece, to be fair.
Yeah. Totally fine.
Does
Let's get
anybody
deeper into it.
have any drugs that can be inhaled to give energy? Hold on. My minions should have some.
God.
Oh no, I can't return to the
My
mansion
minions.
yet. I suppose I could open the mansion again.
Oh, I
But-
was assuming you guys were standing outside the portal still. So if you're in the mansion outside the portal, you're still in the mansion, right?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna ask the minions for some drugs.
The minions will bring you any substance you require, as is their lot in life.
Feel help yourselves. Do I need to roll a Constitution saving throw against drugs?
I'm gonna assume that if Clemens just has that on hand from the minions, that no.
Okay.
Excellent. They also bring a side of rum because they just assume
Perfect.
at a certain point that anytime Clemens makes
Yep.
any request, that rum
Drugs
is
with
supplied.
a rum chaser.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, do you all enter through the portal, or are there other preparations you want to make
Yeah.
before you step in?
No, I think I'm rolling.
I don't think Malus has anything specific, but I'll ask Sky later if there's anything Malus wanted to do before the portal, preparing different things or whatever retroactively. That's fine. Cool. So you guys enter into Serania, the azure sky. You step through the portal, and you just see that same blue sky all around you on all sides. Clouds in the distance, and you can hear the gentle sound of chimes in the distance on a warm, gentle breeze. You can see scattered all around you in different directions, but all fairly far away, are large floating crystal towers just suspended in the air here, perhaps gently bobbing up and down that you can see in the distance. There are no landmasses here, and you only realize that after you step through and look around to catch your bearings, and you realize, like a Looney Tunes character, that you look down and there's nothing beneath your feet, but you are not falling. And as you marvel at this might be a familiar feeling for some of you already who can fly at will, but several of you who are maybe less used to flying or have to do so more consciously, this is a bit strange to find you are already suspended in the air without effort. And you realize as you attempt to move around a little bit, you all have innately on this plane a flying speed equal to your walking speed, unless you have a higher one already. So that'll be helpful there. Additionally, let's see. You all feel immediately at peace, of course, and I think I'm trying to recall. Yes, you all were with Nakareth, except for Milos. You all were with Nakareth fighting the quarry, right? Originally.
Yes.
Yes.
That was this group. You feel that same feeling you felt before, where it was really hard to make any aggressive action. How they summoned a manifest zone of the plane of peace and made you have to roll wisdom save. It's like everything has sanctuary here, basically. So you feel that peace wash over you in that way, and that all of your violent impulses are just lessened. They're shoved farther back into your brain. I'm trying to think if there's any other of the universal properties that applies right now. I'll just go ahead and read them off, because even though they don't apply yet, they'll be good to know. There's no reason to hide them from you. All intimidation checks are at disadvantage here, but all persuasion checks are at advantage here.
Oh.
All creatures can understand the literal meaning of any spoken or written language they can hear or see, but this does not reveal secret messages or hidden symbols and that kind of thing. So any normally spoken language by any kind of creature or being can be understood by you. I don't think you can speak it, but you can be pretty well confident that anybody you're speaking to will understand you in your native tongue. I think that's everything on this plan. Yes. So there are numerous spires, these crystal towers just floating in the air. Some of them occasionally are connected together with bridges to nearby spires or sort of clusters of spires together, but many of them are just floating on their own and are much larger. And there are some smaller ones scattered about as well, unconnected to anything. But so all manner of sizes and networks of crystal spires and all sorts of things of this nature. What are you guys doing? You're here. I will also add, I guess, there is one fairly large spire. The closest one to you appears fairly large as well, perhaps less than a mile away. Is taller than it is wide, like a very tall, like almost wizard's tower, just made of orange and blue crystal.
Where shall we head for that tower? It's a lovely day for a skywalk, isn't it?
Carrick will take a look at the compass and see which way it's pointing.
You pull out the compass, and it is frantic. It looks like there's some sort of magic here that is interfering with it, unfortunately. It is strange to see, because you're not even sure what could be causing this. Perhaps you could roll to see if you understand something of it, but it'll point in one direction, then it'll shift to another, and then it'll shift back to another, and it's almost like it's like wiggling and trying to hone in on where it's supposed to be pointing, but nothing is really making sense to it.
And we haven't seen anything like this before, right?
I don't think you've seen anything like this before on your previous plans. Let's see, you did battle, what was before battle? Madness? No, that was the other group. Light,
Chaos?
Yeah, light.
Light and Chaos. Chaos was, for whatever reason, fairly clear on its location. It was just towards the deeper Chaos. Light was also fairly clear at times. I remember there were some points where you were navigating strange locations, strange, impossible landscapes, and it was difficult to figure out where you were going exactly. But
it was always stable.
It's always stable, yeah. Whereas here, it seems like its sense of direction is just completely lost for whatever reason.
Huh. That's weird. We'll have to try and fix that.
I'm so unbothered by everything right now. Oh no. We don't know where to go? That's cool. We can just hang out.
Everyone on this plane is high as shit.
Yeah.
Canon.
No, Faye just got high before leaving the boat. Felt right.
I mean, Clemens did ask for drugs right before we left, so.
Perfect.
I can't tell if it's the plane or the drugs, man.
I like how no drug was specified either. Clemens was just like,
Just
snap.
hashtag drugs.
Drugs.
Bring me drugs, please. And
The minions know what's going
they
on.
probably came back with an assortment, just
Probably.
Yeah, it's the fantasy version of movies where every character is like, "Can I just get a beer?" No
I will have
specifics,
one
just,
drugs, please.
I'll have beer.
That's funny. All right. So there's a large spire nearby. There's also a relatively close, but significantly, maybe like 3 or 4 miles away, rather than the like less than a mile spire. There is a cluster of smaller spires around one very large, almost disc-like structure that has sort of spires sticking up from it towards the middle and towards the bottom, but is mostly this big round disc with these separate spires that are a few hundred feet away from it with bridges connecting them to the main body. Everything else is more than a few miles away. But even without any extra magic, you guys can fly at your walking speed, so you can assume normal travel rules. as far as distances and all that goes. What you doing?
Traveling
Yeah,
in a straight line, I believe.
That spire looks sweet.
Yeah, let's start going. Let's start moving over there.
Just start drifting. We will all float on.
Are you going to
God,
the big one, you
it's
said, or the network? Sorry.
Are we going to the big one? That's the one Clemens wants to go to.
Yeah, the blue and orange one.
Yeah, let's do the big boy.
Okay. Big boy. So that's less than a mile away. It won't take you guys long to get there at all.
It's my two favorite colors.
Yes. So you make your way over there, and the spire is large. It is, a few hundred feet tall, you know, dozens, if not close to 100 feet wide, and then narrows to a point at the top, and then sort of has at the bottom it kind of tapers out to a crystal structure, kind of jagged, that points to what you assume would be down here. You realize as you float around here that you don't really have a great concept of up and down. If you turn yourself upside down, nothing really feels different. And gravity just kind of
Trippy.
seems to work the way you expect it to, whatever angle you look at things from. It is very trippy. But you get close to the spire and you orient yourselves so that you're aligned with it, like it's a clear entryway. There's like a large gate at the front, which looks like it would have like a door frame that would support like double doors or something like that. It's that kind of structure, but there are no doors on it. It's just an open like window. That would be large enough for even like extremely large creatures to walk or fly through. You think you might even be able to get an airship to pop right through there if you really needed it to. So pretty large entryway here, and inside you see a great like courtyard that opens up to an area inside. You don't see the far wall of the spire. You see an entirely new space that is much larger than the outside of the spire would indicate. It even has its own open sky within this place, but it appears to be perhaps like the spire. You're not sure if the spire has some sort of space warping capabilities inside, or if this doorway in front of you is actually a gate to somewhere else, but it is one of those two things. Inside you see this large courtyard, the sky up above, everything. There's like green gardens all around, very, very well trimmed, everything very orderly here and well kept. Large academic looking buildings in all directions that you can see through this doorway.
Once
like-
again, this place is lovely.
Looks like it's a mix between like angelic architecture and like an extremely wealthy like university of some kind.
Perhaps we could go to a help desk. They probably have a help desk in the sort of schooly looking place over there, and maybe a good idea to ask if there are any sorts of roadblocks that might stand in our way. Being mortally sort of people as we are. No offense, Faye.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's do that.
Just start drifting in the direction of the what looks like the administration building.
You all
We got it.
slowly drift down through the gate into this place, and it is weird. Once you get through the gate and you turn around and just kind of glance back behind you as you enter, there is no wall behind you. The gate is just like a structure that is in the middle of this courtyard, and you can walk behind it, and there's just stone behind the gate. Like it feels like you've walked through a portal essentially. And in this place, you still have the ability to fly around, but you see many of the people around you are walking normally for the most part. But you occasionally will see somebody like fly up the side of a building and into a doorway on the second floor or something like that. But it seems most people are choosing to walk. And yes, inside this great courtyard, there is a massive fountain behind where the gate was. So you couldn't see it through the gate originally. And then, yes, a small desk just inside the gate, about 24 feet or so inside the gate, where there is an angelic receptionist sitting and waiting for you. And they just look at you with a smile. Wordlessly, but they're just being polite and welcoming you.
I'll smile back and wave.
Oh yeah, I just pleasantly bow and wave. I'm not even sure which to do. I do both.
All right.
Clemens just inadvertently giggles and waves.
The angel will also wave and then bow at you all as you enter. Say, welcome, travelers, to the university. Can I help you in finding anything?
Clemens starts to try to talk, but the mouth isn't working too good at the moment. She says, "It's a bit big."
Yeah, we're very people on drugs in public energy right now.
The
Okay.
receptionist takes no offense to this and just smiles and nods. Mm-hmm. Out of curiosity, what would Clemens have been trying to say?
I
Or is there
think
no thoughts? Head empty.
it's like her mouth is going on autopilot, but she's thinking about whether or not she can finish her degree here.
Hmm.
But it's like in a half fever dream state where she like kind of thinks she's back at like Silver Flame Community College. Like she's not really registering that she's actually here now that she's actually here.
That's
I think
Clemens.
she's peaking. I think it's gonna probably go back to normal, hopefully very soon.
So all of you hear Clemens spout this gibberish, but you also understand that Clemens is thinking about returning to university. And the receptionist will
Whoa.
say back to you all, the the university does not offer any certificates that would be formally and legally recognized on the material plane, but you can learn a great many things here. Can I help the rest of you find anything? Find your way to one of our many departments?
Um, yeah, do you have a department or a school of planar studies?
Planar studies, yes, we have multiple that could apply to that topic.
Okay, interesting. Particularly those of the local variety.
I see, yes. Well, within the Throne of Knowledge, there is the Dominion of Prophecy, the Dominion of the Plains, and the Dominion of Peace, all three of which reside in this place. You may want to
Okay.
speak with, they will all likely be busy, but you may be able to speak with one of their virtues. I can inquire
Okay.
as to the availability of the nearby virtues.
Yeah, please. That'd be great. Thank you.
Very well. And the angel will stop and just like stare straight ahead, kind of looking through all of you, and their eyes will just kind of glow a little bit. And they say, I have put out word that a group of travelers is looking for any of the virtues of those three dominions. Where can they find you? Will you be nearby?
Where's a good place to be here?
You
We're
may,
new to this plane.
you may wander the grounds if you wish. The university is always open to all travelers. You could browse the gardens, perhaps, if you're looking for a peaceful walk and you have no need of other knowledge in the meantime, or you could look through some of our nearby libraries. Just let me know where you'll be headed so I know where to send people.
Yeah, let's go to one of the nearby libraries.
Very well. So yeah, all of the buildings nearby are just massive multi-floor libraries. You see that instead of staircases, most people here are just sort of flying up into doorways that are sort of mixed into some of the windows on these floors so that people can conveniently fly up to them. There don't appear to be any staircases in any of the buildings. People just fly up and down specially made like either shafts that look like almost like elevator shafts that you would fly up and down, or there are some areas, the libraries, that are just open and have like multiple balconies inside that you can fly between, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Is it just the people that can fly, or is there like also like floating objects and furniture?
It appears that just the people can fly, and it appears that unlike the open sky that you left previously, where gravity was sort of relative to yourself, to the things that were all around you and what you were concerned about. In here, gravity does seem grounded downwards, relative to all the buildings, the furniture, all of that stuff. Though even though you can float at will and all of that. And speaking of people, since you mentioned that, the people walking around this place are not largely angels. You do see a lot of angels here. There are like sort of like lesser angels that don't appear to be extremely gilded. They're not like wearing armor or bearing weapons. They're wearing simple white robes, and you can only really tell they're an angel because of like a halo, right? But they appear to otherwise be very non-distinct. Like they're blending into the background as much as they can, and they appear to be the workers of this place. They are the servants. They are the librarians and such. They are going around. They are organizing books. They are helping shuffle things around that need to be moved. They are answering questions and so on. And they all look fairly similar. Like there's not a huge amount of visual variety to them. The real people browsing this place, the actual customers, I guess you could call them, the students here, are all sorts of peoples. There are like you see representatives of like every different race you've seen on Eberron. You see some alienish creatures. It is like this is one place of learning where anyone is allowed, and basically anyone with access to planar travel has made their way here at some point or another in pursuit of learning. So there's tons of types of people here.
And yet they're not an accredited university. Curious.
Yeah, and yet, unfortunately.
Curious.
We do truly live in a society.
But yeah, most people are going about their business, reading books, looking for books, things like that. It is quiet, like a library, so there's not a lot of conversation going on. But is there any particular topic people are interested in browsing through the books here while you're here?
I think Faye's
Do they-
mostly just taking in the ambiance. Yeah.
I want to find
Same.
memoirs by the like most successful pirates who have ever pirated. I want to learn from them
All right.
and their rum drinking ways.
So it is interesting that the knowledge you find here, you don't tend to find things like memoirs, but you do find books on the topic of piracy, what it means to be a pirate. It's almost like the knowledge contained in this place is of the Platonic ideals of everything. So you can find knowledge of the Platonic ideal of piracy, which you might find references to the ideals of what a sword is, what an airship is, what a, all of these things. And you find all of the true knowledge about these things untainted by any of the personal biases of the authors. It appears that all of these things here are written by angels.
It's very cool. I wonder what angels think of pirates.
It is surprisingly non-judgmental. It is just all of the facts about pirates and that sort of thing. This place is pure knowledge. And so there isn't even anything like, this is what the angels think of pirates. This is what is true about pirates.
Gotcha. Clemens does not understand the distinction.
That is fair. That is entirely fair. So it appears that the angels are surprisingly favorable to pirates.
Apparently being a pirate is even more based than I previously thought.
Indeed. Yeah,
I don't know what that word
is,
means, but it seemed right.
This place is objective truth in a way that only a place of like divinity can be, essentially. Anything else the others of you are looking for? Out of curiosity.
No, I am just chilling.
Find a nearby table and just soak in the book smell.
I love a fucking library. Big fan.
And Carrick, how about you?
Garrick is he's taking it all in. He's curious, how far are the gardens from here?
Not far. I mean, the building itself kind of. There's only like a walkway outside, and then you're in gardens.
I'll be right back, and he'll go check out the gardens. He's got twice the fly speed of everyone here, or
Alright.
most people here. So.
I don't know, mine's pretty damn fast.
Oh yeah. Besides you.
So yeah, you can head out to the gardens, and it is it doesn't appear that this part of the gardens here is any kind of like it's not like they're growing anything specific here, or they're growing anything in order to harvest it or anything. It's not like a place of botany, but there's just, you know, like tons of rows of very cleanly kept hedges surrounding like fountains and hedge sculptures and all sorts of things. There's some Zen gardens mixed in. It's just a place to walk and reflect and meditate and that kind of thing. So it's very beautiful. There are some flower arrangements here and there and such, but it is a very different and much less chaotic site than the garden, capital T, capital H, that you were in previously.
He will take it all in and enjoy his little walk.
Very good. I think then we will end there for this week, and we'll pick up with you all being interrupted in your moments of reflection by some of these virtues, as they were called, coming to speak with you, which apparently are, as you can gather from that conversation, the lesser servants of the dominions, which are lesser aspects of the thrones of various aspects of reality. We'll pick up from there next time. Thank you all for joining me this week.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thanks
running.
for running. That was a very fun game.
That was great.
Thank you. It's fun to run.
Dude, that was
That combat, holy fuck.
stressful, but it was really fun.
That warding bond was very clutch.
That
Dude,
was.
yeah, I'm so glad
We
I
gotta do that more often because that makes my con saves like impenetrable.
Hell yeah, I'll do it more often. Especially now that I have a bunch of health and I can heal a shitload. And like, yeah, absolutely.
What if just don't die?
The combo with the boon of whatever you took, the not
Boon
regeneration,
of recovery.
recovery. Thank you. Yeah, that is powerful. That's very good.
Yeah, it's a pretty hype boon. I like it a lot.